SMT Nation, we back. We got a story coming out of Verizon. It's really a network technology development that's pretty awesome. I'm really big on network tech. We follow the businesses of the big carriers in wireless and mobile, and I, obviously love high capacity networking. That's my true passion. It's actually in the tech. So stuff like this really gets the juices flowing here. All right, so fiercewireless.com, Monica Alvin. I'll link this for you guys in the description. Verizon ratchets up 10,000 vRAN sites with Samsung, adds Ericsson. Okay, now I covered the Samsung news a while back. That was several weeks ago. So it looks to me like this may be an update specifically geared towards what Verizon has going on with Ericsson, who is also one of their vendor partnerships. They got the Samsung deal, they got the Ericsson deal, and that's pretty much where things stop when it comes to the RAN side of things. They used to have something going on with Nokia. Uh, they've basically just swapped Samsung, to replace them. And Verizon did make that announcement for the 8,000 vRAN cell sites. It says here it's actually been about 87 days, but who's counting? Okay, so 10,000 vRAN cell sites across the U.S., marking progress toward its goal of 20,000 sites by 2025. So I'm thinking that that's going to be easy to do for them. Much of the work has been done thanks to Samsung, but Verizon today also announced adding the first Ericsson virtualized cell sites, also referred to as Ericsson Cloud RAN. That might be their branding or whatever segment of the technology, branch. That's what they're calling it. It says support from Intel and Red Hat for processing and cloud native orchestration functions. Okay, so Samsung's got the 8,000 sites announced in September. I think 10,000 sites today. Let's see here if there's anything specific about this. I can tell you guys that I'm in a Samsung market, which basically tells me all those sites that have the 5G ultra wideband 3700 frequency gear. Uh, that's going to be the vRAN, the 5G massive MIMO C-band radios we've been seeing. That's that. I know they've got 175 million pops of the C-band coverage now across the country. And I think they want to be over or around 200 million by the end of January. So like basically at the start, first month of Q1. So they got big goals. They're doing huge things with the network. The vRAN compliance here with Samsung and Ericsson to me signals that they are pushing forward with their goals to probably launch their standalone networking here very, very shortly. In short order, we should be seeing it. How it manifests itself in a launch, we don't know. That stuff is quite internal. And then even internally, things aren't really being discussed openly. So now that Ericsson kind of jumps into the fold, we're talking about vRAN, we're talking about CRAN, DRAN, all these radio access network solutions that you guys are going to probably be hearing about in the up and coming updates. These virtualized cell sites are basically going to be the most intelligent versions of cell sites on the market. And Verizon's going to have tons of spectrum to get these sites going with incredible capacity and network management tools. All right. So with, 160 megahertz of C band, right, in N77, then additionally with stuff like N48 and cbrs, along with the millimeter wave, do not forget about those things, folks. There are incredible tools available to Verizon. They have positioned themselves very well to do some really interesting and unique things from the RAN side of things and virtually doing it, right? We're talking about vRAN here, that where they could do some very, very sweet things. And actually, Verizon kind of has to be the first to this, or I should say, they've got to be the company that um, does this right and executes this, because Verizon is not only operating unique mobile network, dual purpose, right? It's going to be a mobile network. It's also going to be a 5G fixed wireless network, but they also are on the cutting edge with respect to mobile edge compute and enterprise and private networks. That's basically Verizon's lane. They're basically standing there in that lane right now by themselves. We don't see much happening with AT&T. We see T-Mobile trying to crack it. We'll see how those things play out, but this is basically Verizon's lane for now. And that's probably why they're rushing to get all of this stuff enabled in the very, very short term. They want to get this done very, very soon. and positions them to be the leaders moving forward, right? So when there's a demand, right, for all this mobile edge compute, cloud-based services, the hyperscaling, network as a service, private networks, everybody's going to be looking at Verizon for those solutions. And when it comes to actually doing fixed wireless access to a proper scale and managing that network service, Verizon's going to have to do that, or else, do they run the risk of misproperly managing the network and, putting mobile customers at a disadvantage, or putting 5G home internet customers at a disadvantage? That has to be intelligently managed and all of it software defined and stuff. And that's where all this comes into play. Anyways, tell me what you guys think of this. Is Verizon going to do this right? It looks to me like they are. They do have a lot on the line, but I trust them. When it comes to Verizon and network excellence, I trust it. I just do. I've been using this network for a long time, and I've been watching this thing unfold for a few years now. You could say a lot of things about Verizon and a lot of other things that are irrelevant to the network, but when it comes to the network, these are the kind of things that I think, allows them to shine. What do you guys think? Sound off in the comment section below. You are the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard. Like, share, and subscribe for more, and turn on the bell notification icon to never miss an upload. Links are in the description for my Twitter handle, my Gmail, all things going on with the channel. Big shout out to my Patreon supporters and my YouTube members. Thank you guys for supporting. Y'all are the goats. I'll leave you with some words of positivity as we head out of this video. Every new day is an opportunity to be great. Go out there and be great. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Peace.